Hello, hello. Time out for friendship.
Hello, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, dear friends, and you, dear friends, joining me here at our round table. How I wish one day that we could really sit at a round table and have this conversation in person, but we are together in spirit as we set out time in our life to come and make time for friendship because friendship matters, right? We can come up with excuses not to do our best all day. Life is hard. Yes, it is. We are living in challenging times. Yes, we are. There has never been a time that hasn't challenged human beings. We are always walking that thin line,
Mm.
right? But the only moment we have is right here and right now. And we have to give that moment our best. Welcome, Angelica Nagat. How are you feeling?
Hello, hello, hello. I feel very good. Thank you.
Very nice. We are finally experiencing some sunshine.
Yeah.
Does, does the weather look like it's going to change? How is
Well,
it in Canada?
well, for us, it's we had snow. It's all over the place. Yeah, those
Mm,
cool flowers, because it might be the same for you in England. Is the flowers are starting to come out?
yep.
Well, they came out and now they're like, "Ugh," because
Oh,
it's so cold. Yeah, it's just
Mm.
so. Yes, so the spring will come. The spring will come.
It will come eventually. Yeah.
Gonna do
I'm
my dance in the morning. Come on, spring. Come on, spring.
I'm so excited this time because for the first time last year I put the seeds for new flowers and
Oh.
I start to see it's the first time in my life that I put it. So it's so
Very good.
fun.
Oh.
Very good. You know what? That reminds me to say that be careful, Angelica, because last year, and as Agatha is saying, there came some late frost.
Mm.
And it killed few of my hydrangeas. Yeah, they had these buds, and the frost really burned them completely. They were black, like as if you burned them with a fire. So the frost
Wow.
really damaged them. So for your seeds, if they are starting to come up, maybe cover the ground or something, follow the
Well,
yeah, the weather. That's what I didn't do, and I now I learned that lesson.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
we have a
Yeah,
comment.
oh yeah,
We have a
back in
comment.
the
So Prem is watching us. Uh,
Hello.
hello,
hi.
hello. Thank you for joining us.
That's
Thank
wonderful.
yes.
Yeah, in the past we it used to be easy, right, to get straw. Like well, I came
Yes.
from the country, so you just got straw and put it over, and that's enough. Because oh my gosh, there's so much to learn from nature. Nature is so
Yeah.
resilient,
Yes. Oh
and
yeah.
it's yeah, like you said, those little seeds just come out the ground and they gonna just do. Oh, and that brings me to think as well in the food. The
Mhm.
polyphenols are made from the plant resilience
Resilient.
against
Yeah.
invaders, like little bugs,
Yeah.
and so there's a communication between the plant and what's in the soil
Yeah.
to create those polyphenols that make the plant not tasty, and then the
Mm.
bugs won't bite at them. Isn't it brilliant? Oh yeah,
Absolutely magnificent, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
The nature provided for everything that we need.
Oh
And when
yeah.
we interfere in that cycle, we damage that all of the nutrients that we can receive, right? We don't need to interfere
Mm.
with these things. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I hope we are turning the tide there,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
That we will be coming more and more to this awareness that we
yeah,
are from the earth, and that we have to
yeah.
work in concert with it.
In concert, exactly. I was going to say that instead of thinking we're smarter and we're going to use all sorts of chemicals to make things grow fast and change the nature of the food, but working with it, it's just, oh my gosh, it evolves in such a beautiful thing. Someone was saying it's Deepak Chopra
Uh-huh.
that just blew me away. So the our body in our body, we have from all the past, from all the, whoever was before us in the past, that encountered, just like the plants with the bug,
Yes.
that encountered various illnesses, and developed, the body developed what was needed to
Mm-hmm.
remain healthy and live. I mean, our body
Absolutely.
basically at first, like
Yes.
our microbes, want to live. So it developed that system. And that's what he's saying is in our body, like we can create Valium to calm us down. It's in
Mm.
our body. So
Yes.
he was explaining how to access that.
Yes.
If you have a chance to listen to him somehow, somewhere on YouTube,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
It
I mean,
makes so much sense. It
yes,
really does.
yes,
Because when we allow ourselves to be worked up over something and we
yes,
go too much into this space
mm,
here,
yeah,
we lose contact with what life is informing us through our body, and this is the receiver. And as you said, we were born with this body already has that memory of
oh yes,
evolution inside it. And
yes,
yeah, and then when we intercept, when
yes,
we think we know better, then
yeah.
we run out into all sorts of ailments and yeah,
Yeah,
trouble.
and as you said, when we intercept, and actually, it's interesting how our mind, sends us messages, but we can use it in a sense that, and when things comes around, well, it comes back to fear and love. We talked about that the last time. So when
Mhm.
you go into that fear state, the mind is looking at ways and information you get around you that say, oh, that might save you, and you take that. But when you stay in love state,
Yes.
the nature provides. It's around you. It's in you. He
Yeah.
said we have an inner medicine cabinet. So
Mm.
check it
Yeah.
out.
Yes, I like that analogy as well a
Isn't it
lot.
beautiful?
That
Yeah.
yes, it makes sense, doesn't it? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what do we do to keep ourselves in that what you called love state. I like that because love is our true nature. So rather than being constantly reactive to something that's happening, why don't we spend some time each day like we're doing now? Exactly that. This is one of our little rituals.
Yeah.
This is our way to know that we will have this connection with friends,
Yeah.
that we can nurture this in this safe space
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah.
So this is one example, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the three of us have committed to do here, and invite everyone else to share in and join us.
Yeah.
What are your personal ways to keep yourself in that state? So what do you do? Just share. If we all share just one thing, I think it
Yeah.
might be
Yeah. Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
And Angelica has beautiful posts on her Facebook about love.
Mm.
Would you like to go ahead, love?
You wanna
Well, what I can say, and is reconnected again on what we talked just before about nature. For me, there is something more to discover, and I know that, but I love so much to think about water and nature.
Mm.
So in a heavy time, a heavy moment when you feel like lost or confused, so you don't know what you need to do first, because may you have so many things to do. The best to do for me is just open the door and go outside for a walk. Or if I don't have the time to go outside, I even just go to my garden and I'm breathing fresh air and I'm looking around. I one thing that I love to do most, and is a ritual for me that I'm doing every single morning. I'm going to the kitchen and I'm having a coffee and I'm waiting a friend that is coming every single morning to have some cuddle for me, some nuts, and is the squirrel. And so, and we have like actually few of them, and it's so something so beautiful, and you can look around and see just the more on details, what is around you, and I understand that I feel so rich by just using one sense, that just by watching.
Oh, that's
It's
beautiful,
so
Angelica.
beautiful.
Very, very nice.
That's
Very
beautiful what
true.
you're saying, and in that communication with that squirrel, and you say, just one thing and just enjoy that. It brings me to, love is also listening.
Mm-hmm.
Love is being with,
Yeah.
and no agenda. You don't have an agenda,
No.
So yeah, it's, oh my gosh, it's beautiful what you're saying. Beautiful,
And
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful.
these and everything that is around us is communicating to us. We're receiving signs, and uh, it, you need to be kind of sensitive, let's say,
Tuned in. Yes. Yes.
and tuning. Yeah, but yeah, that is what I feel, because from anything you can start to see that you can get very a lot.
That's
Very.
it.
And then
Helps to tune in, doesn't it? To be in nature. It helps us to realign ourselves with the nature and with nature's ways.
yeah. And Angelica, I mean, your whole being uh, radiate love,
Yeah.
and so and like you said, you say you do this in order to be in that state. But when you put fear aside, if you're love, you are in that state, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that's what fear does: contracts you, closes you. You become. Whereas love, you open.
Mm.
And when you open, the whoever is in front of you, be a person, be an animal, the energy that is sent
Yeah.
is constructive. It
Absolutely.
Yeah, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And again, it's in us to give.
That's it. That's it. And we're living it. That's why it seems to us it's easy to share this thing because
Yeah.
we practice this. So what would be your one ritual you want to share, Gat, for getting
Oh,
in?
it's just amazing. So I've learned from, well, as we have many people around us we can learn from. So from Tony Robbins, I do the priming, it's called. And so in the morning, every morning is gratitude. And so now, whereas in the past, as many of us, I mean, in what we're living now, look, I mean, what's happening in Ukraine, what just happened for me in Canada, you can wake up in the morning and think like, what's going to happen to my children? And you start. So in doing this, the first thought that when I wake up is gratitude. And
Mm-hmm.
when I putting myself in that state, I'm good to go. I'm ready to get up. It's not like, oh my gosh, let somebody just go under the cover. I don't want to hear about Canada. I don't want to hear about Ukraine. I mean, it's terrible what's happening. So you don't go under the cover. Now you are. I'm grateful, and there is, for whatever happens. When you think of like Nelson Mandela in prison for 25 years, so grateful to be alive, grateful to, I mean, a great mind, right? The man had a great mind. So
Mm-hmm.
grateful to go there and then elaborate and see a future. And so, and even in that state, W Mitchell is a man who had a motorcycle accident, and his body was burned 75%, lost his fingers down to the knuckles. But if you read about him, it's amazing what he's done. So
Mm-hmm.
in his pain every day of his life, but he, look at, and he has an amazing view on life. So that, you see, we can take things away, or people, or what life. Let's put it this way: they could take things away from us,
Yeah.
but what we have, that computer of our own, and based with love and based with gratitude and all, cannot be taken away. So
Mm-hmm.
and then you accomplish and inspire, and that's what so many people do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So for me, gratitude, waking up with gratitude and love.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, my
Oh,
day is exciting.
nice, nice. Same. I just want to add to me just to share one of my rituals is to wake up at least 10 minutes before I need to get up. so that I have this time where I am not rushed. I'm just in appreciation of that moment that I actually woke up this morning, where life could end at any moment. It could end while I was sleeping, but it didn't. And I'm so grateful to greet another day, to have a new beginning, to have this possibility of that. And I start my day by those thinking those thoughts, and it makes every single challenge in life easier to comprehend, easier to face, right? So yeah, there you go. We all shared.
Yeah, would you
Go ahead.
say, Katrina, Angelica, would you say that when you come from that space, then the universe has room to, well, it's like give you presence
Yes,
when you come from that space because love is openness, fear
that's
is
it.
closing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
if you
you feel
close,
connected with more of life. You feel like you are reaching more, and then when you send that energy into world, it's got to be helpful in some way,
oh yeah,
right?
oh
Because
yeah,
from our state of fear and yeah, unease,
yeah,
we are sending a different signal, and
absolutely.
we can't heal us or the world when we do that. So remaining vigilant to keep ourselves on that path of love, right? So
Yeah,
of calm and peace inside our own being,
yeah,
then we can help everyone
yeah,
else bridge the
yeah,
gaps that,
yeah,
yeah. Beautiful,
yeah.
my friends. Lovely. Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed this little gathering and look forward to next Friday, as we look forward to next Friday as well. And keep connected there on LinkedIn, and do join us, because we welcome you actually to join this platform. As I said in my little post this morning, this is a round table, and there is so much more room we can squeeze in and let you in.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the week ahead, friends. We wish you all peace
Yeah.
and all the best.